back in international karting. Of course, he raced the last round of the DKM German Championships. He was on the podium a week ago. 2 weeks ago, he was racing a Ferrari 488 in the Ferrari Challenge World Finals at Mugello, and he fairly dominated those races, winning over GP2 driver Fabio Lima. He's a super talent, the Dane, and he starts this out of pole position alongside Lorenzo Travisanuto, the 2016 WSK Super Master Series champion. This is the last race for Dino Chiesa's team with the Zanardi chassis. For 2018, we know that Dino's starting his own project, the Kart Republic chassis. In fact, as soon as next week at Las Vegas, the Scusa Supernats in America, that new chassis will debut, so they want to go out on a high. 4 times Zanardi Kart have won the World Championships. 2010 and 11 with Nick De Vries, 2013 with TJ Tom Joyner, and this year with the Englishman Denny Curl, just a month or 2 back at PFI. Lorenzo Travisanuto wants to go out on a high. He qualified on pole on Friday night. There he is to the right of your screen. His mechanic, Alessandro Levrati, about to push him into life as you look at the back of Nicholas Nielsen. 229, the Dane, a superstar of world motorsport, international level karting. It's great to have the Dane from Copenhagen, or just outside, back on the world scene. In the foreground, Lorenzo Travisanuto and his mechanic, Alessandro Levrati, that we just mentioned. Lorenzo, who lives only about an hour's drive or so from the Adria circuit here in northern Italy, has been dynamite quick all weekend. The 234 Zanardi Kart, powered by the Perilla, on the front row of the grid. There is David Vidalis, the super Spaniard, the twice vice world champion, including this year. The 216 Vortex Tony Kart on the second row of the grid, alongside Ilya Morozov for Ward Racing. The Russian, out of grid number 4. Third row of the grid is Felix Arnold for KSM Schumacher Racing. Felix has been brilliant all weekend. The German knocking on the door of the biggest win of his career. He's only got 4 karts in front of him, and he may well cause a sensational upset here this afternoon over the next 20 laps. One of the drivers he needs to beat is this man on screen from Krakow in Poland, the 2015 world champion, Karel Bash, in the 206 Cosmic Kart. That is Mattia Michelotto. Also, last race for the Zanardi Kart chassis. Mattia starts out of grid number 7, alongside Noah Millell in the 239 Cosmic Kart. There's the Swedish driver, nephew of the 1996 Formula Super A world champion, Johnny Mislievich. Hi to you watching on back home in Sweden, Johnny. Your boy, Noah, starts out of grid number 8. That is Lorenzo Ferrari, 219. Just a week ago, he was testing a TCR touring car here at the Adria Autodromo, the car racing circuit. The Fusion Motorsport team driver out of grid number 9, alongside David Rosenfeld, who's had a bit of a spell in car racing, Formula Racing, and decided, nah, this is where it's at. International level kart racing. And David Rosenfeld, the Russian for Ward Racing, starts out of grid number 10. We're ready to go. The karts are pushed into life. The final time for 2017. We get set to go green. This will be Racing Dynamite. The OK final here at Adria Karting Raceway, under the fog on a dry circuit. The temperature only about 8 to 9 degrees. It's a dry track, but quite greasy as Nicholas lights up the Bridgestone tyres. 34 drivers ready to go into battle. Nielsen, Travisanuto on the front row of the grid. Vidalis, Morozov. There's Felix Arnold. Alongside Karel Bash, Michelotto, Noah Millell, Lorenzo Ferrari, David Rosenfeld, the Russian out of grid number 10. 2 Russians in the top 10 along with Ilya. 6th row of the grid, Marius Zug and Isaac Blomqvist. Pavel Balantsev, another Russian, alongside Danny Karanini as the carts come around to complete their second formation lap. Balantsev, Karanini, then as Alexei Sisov, Elias Sepinen for Forza Racing, Ugo Gazil, Daniel Webster, Leonardo Marcella, Alexei Nesov, the Russian, for Team Kosarov, Jacobo Geno, Mattia Diabramo, recent winner of the Vortex Rock Cup International Final for BM Karting, Andrea Armelin, Leonardo Bizzotto, Francesca Raffaele, Hisham Matsau, Robert Ekashev, Emil Sariavi, Carl Anton Gerner, Jules Metatal for VDK Racing, Mr. Red Andrea Rosso alongside the Mexican Rafael Villagomez, Dan Scottopol and Eduardo Morricone on the final row of this 34 kart grid. Desperate to get heat into those Bridgestone tyres. This is the OK final. There's Mr. Red, Andrea Rosso in the 224 CRG. Just rejoins the back of the field there. We'll see if the boy from Torino can come charging through the field as we get set to go green for the final time in 2017. Indeed we do. Travis Zanuto with a brilliant start around the outside. Well, he was a little bit concerned about being boxed out by the green machines, but he simply went round the outside of the pole sitter, caught Nicholas Nielsen napping somewhat. Nielsen in second spot, Marotsov up into third, and Lorenzo Travisanuto leads the first lap of the OK final here at Adria Karting Raceway. Marotsov in third, there's Vidalis in fourth spot. We look for Carol Bash to come up through the field. Started out at grid number 6, he's already into P5. On the back of the Super Spaniard, Vidalis, as Travisanuto goes down through the Magny-Cours chicane for the first time. The OK final, there is Marotsov. They're already losing time to the leaders. Vidalis, Bash, Michelotto, P6, Arnold Millel, Mario Zugan, Lorenzo Ferrari rounds out the 10 for Fusion Motorsport. Marotsov starting to hold up a bit of a freight train, but Vidalis has gone through, as has Bash. Oh, the 215 world champion forces his way through. He wants to get up onto level terms with his old sparring partner, Nitro Nicholas Nielsen. After missing the start, he closes in on the back of Travisanuto. Just saw Bash going side by side, touching wheels with Michelotto, no harm done. They get back on with it. Nielsen travels in second spot behind the race leader. He's in the slipstream. They touch between 123 and 127 k's an hour down into turn number 1. Blomqvist tries to make a move on Alexei Sisov. There's Francesca Raffaele going through. Mattia Diabramo. Travisanuto has got the Dane breathing down his neck. Two-time winner of the WSK Final Cup. Vidalis, the Spaniard, in third. Then it's Bash. Mattia Michelotto in another of the prolific Zanardi cuts. The team run by Dino Chiesa, as I say, for the last time ever, before switching over to the new KR Kart Republic project for 2018 as Nielsen goes down the inside. Nicely done by the Dane. Nitro Nicholas Nielsen leads at the end of lap number 3. Can Travisanuto respond? He lowers the blind on the radiator. Now maximum airflow going into that Perilla engine. Despite the cool temperatures, everything is up to working order here this afternoon. It's barely above 8 or 9 degrees under the fog here in northern Italy. Forgive the cliche, but the racing is about to become white hot. Vidalis closes in. Travisanuto in the Zanardi cut, sandwiched in between the green machines. Into the Vegas sweeper. Travisanuto has already lost about 3 kart lengths. Nielsen has been quick, but didn't have a great run throughout the heats, finishing in about 3rd, 4th consistently. But we knew he would do something special for the final. Travisanuto almost misses the ripple strip. Uses the grip of the Bridgestone rubber to land itself on the racing line and stop itself and turn the corner basically with minimal steering input. Use the grip on the bitumen, if I can explain it that way, to let the kart come around the final corner onto the straight. Travisanuto in second, Vidalis in third, Michelotto now up into fourth as Vidalis runs very wide going into the Vegas sweeper. So Michelotto has got past the 2015 world champion Carol Bash, then a gap back to Naomi Lel, Ilya Morozov, Denny Katanini up into P8, Felix Arnold ninth, and the Russian Alexei Sisov rounds out the top 10. Sisov started back on grid number 15, so it's a good start from the Russian. This is quarter race distance. The Zanardi kart sandwiched in between the two green machines. Nielsen for KSM, Ralph Schumacher Racing. Vidalis for the official factory Tony Kart Racing Team. Travisanuto for Chiesa course by Dino Chiesa. 1, 2 and 3. And in fact with Michelotto in fourth, it's Tony Kart Zanardi, Tony, and then another one of Dino's karts. Michelotto some way back, about 1.9 seconds. The front three start fighting. The driver from Padova will try and drag himself up into this battle. As it is, Matteo one step off the podium, and he's got the 2015 world champion behind him. Fastest lap of the race last time for Nicholas Nielsen. 48.851. Carol Bash responds back in fifth. Does the fastest first sector of the entire race. Trying to stay in touch with Michelotto. And go back to Naomi Lel. They come into the hairpin. Travisanuto closes up a little bit. The gap 0.3 of a second. Melel is actually going really quick as well. So the Cosmics coming on after the early part of the race. Bash will try and reel in Michelotto's down to 0.2. Vidalis with a 48.7 in third spot. Getting the benefit of the tow from the two drivers in front of him. Nitro, Nicholas Nielsen, Lorenzo Travisanuto, both former WSK Supermaster Series champions. The title in 2016 was won by Carol Bash, who runs in P5. In the virtual championship, Nielsen would take the title of the WSK Final Cup for the third time in his illustrious career. 199 to 190 points between the Dane and the Italian. That's how they run on the road, in fact, as well, as they are in race order. Michelotto starting to lose touch now with the leaders. Clean racing from the front three, absolutely flat out 100%. This is brilliant stuff from three of the finest kart racing drivers in the world. Travisanuto lets the kart airborne drift and glide over the ripple strips here at Adria. He had it turned in, used the understeer to flick it airborne over the ripple strip, going into turn number 4. Vidalis closes in. He did set the fastest lap of the race a moment ago. Not quite close enough just yet to catch Travisanuto, and despite the cold weather, you can see the rubber line going down here at one of the finest kart racing circuits on the planet. Nielsen across the line. 48.8 last time, 48.7 for Travisanuto last time round. Michelotto now 3 seconds behind this battle. Travisanuto all over the back of the Dane. The move will come imminently, you would think. Can Vidalis get the both of them? The Zanardi over the back of the KSM green machine into the Vegas sweeper. That was a passing opportunity, but there is still the second half of the race to go. Nielsen very quick in this part of the circuit. Travisanuto more so in the front part of the track. Down through the Magny-Cours chicane here at Adria. Vidalis in the slipstream. The Spaniard of the Italian, the twice vice world champion. Second this year to Denny Curl in England. Second in Bahrain to Victor Martins. That was in juniors. The Ferrari Academy junior pilot from near Leon in northern Spain, running P3 for the factory green team.